Hello, everyone
Hi.
who's ever watching right now because we started a little earlier. So you guys probably are not here yet. Um, but this is the
That
Couch
happens.
Potato Queens. We're going to talk about the Big Brother episode tonight. I am joined by the lovely, lovely, lovely Mackenzie. Miss Mackenzie, how are you doing?
So, I'm good.
Yo.
Getting over being sick, so I lost my voice. So apologies to anybody for my Jennifer Tilly voice.
It's all good.
Come
You
here,
still sound
Chucky.
lovely.
Chucky, where are you at, Chucky?
Yo, you got to give us all those impressions tonight. That's it. That's your job. But yeah. So hi,
How are
Sophie. Hi,
you?
Miranda. Um,
Hi,
hello, everyone. Angela is annoying as hell. We
Sophie.
are
We
going to
are
get through it.
so gonna cover that.
Yes, we are. Joseph gave you. You're okay. I love Joseph, by the way. Joseph, you're my guy. I really like you. Awesome. Okay, so we had a very interesting episode that I kind of didn't expect to turn out this way. Hi, Dawn. Mackenzie. So what's your first thought on the episode? Let's just get right into it.
It's like a train wreck. You know, you want to look away, but you can't, and you're just like, waiting for it. I want to ask what you think about it though, because
Right. That was so. I mean, are we gonna go out right out the gate with it? We're gonna make it hot. All right.
I think
So
we've got
let's.
to. Angela is so controversial that,
Yeah. Yeah. So you know what? Let me check that off my list. Let's make it hot. So Angela, in the episode, I was so surprised they showed this. I was so convinced they were going to hide this from the network. But Angela, she saw Takor, Chelsea, Cam, and Cedric outside at the hammock talking, and she kind of put a Kyle. She assumed that they were the group. I could see if it was just the core, but Takor was in that, so that was honestly a racial assumption. Do I think that she was racist in that moment? I don't foresee it was racism as far as like ignorance. Um,
yeah.
but
Do
she
we
should have
buy her
known better.
excuse
I
that she
don't
wanted
know.
to work with them, or do we really believe that she was saying that's the group? I mean, she is the alliance destroyer, so
I agree. Um, I don't know if I buy her excuse. I think she first of all she's been extremely paranoid. I think someone Quinn had a confession about she's been
extremely,
extreme. Right, that's like an
extremely.
understatement, right? Like she's been like so in that house. I'm sure her mind and her wheels are turning and like turning like cuckoo for cocoa puffs turning. Like she probably literally thought they were a group. I
Honey, her wheels are not turning. Her wheels are not her. She's missing some cogs in that wheel. Like,
For real, it's squeaky as hell. Like I don't know if the producers made her a problem. I think her being called out. I think that she thought about the optics. Like is this going to be another Kyle situation? Which it was. It was another Kyle situation. Future. Hi, Kara Bear. It's been a minute. Good to see you. I think for future, Big Brother players, it's hard because especially for African Americans, because it's like, damn, I would be scared to talk to my fellow African American because here we go with this Karen bitch up here thinking that we're working together. However, I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate because as a black man, when you go in a house and you vibe with people that look like you, and we know we're marginalized in society as it is, sometimes you're going to have this unspoken bond. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
We understand marginalization. We understand an oppression that people that aren't black they don't necessarily get. So it groups us together because like that bond is just there. So I
And not
will
to interrupt, but
play.
I would think it would also be like you understand you're a group of individuals that's so difficult to get on this show that so many
Hmm.
other people have tried and haven't. So you're here. So it's just
Right.
like
And we also know how we also know how people that aren't black, we know how we're treated. We know how people talk to us. We know how sometimes we have to code switch. Sometimes we have to put on a persona that is walking on eggshells because of fragility. And so I get why they group together and why they, have this unspoken bond. However, I will say that in the future, I hope that black people don't feel like that's a necessity. The cookout already happened. It was very successful. Um, and it's already going to be unspoken. Like I want that narrative to just be like decimated, to be honest.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're a person of color and you're going into the Big Brother house, like you were talking about, you have to tiptoe. It's like tiptoeing on Karen eggshells. And you
Yes.
have to do that because if you don't, it's going to be this big thing over here instead of you just being able to relax, enjoy yourself, and enjoy the game.
I
For
agree
me, if you're a person of
100%.
color, there's an extra layer of difficulty on this game because you have
Mm-hmm.
all of these built in prejudices of people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that are already preconceived notions that are there. And I agree,
I
Miranda.
agree.
Takor handled it very, very, very well. And I like how she was
Very
just like,
well.
bitch, I'm not here for your bullshit. And she walked out of the bathroom and left and removed
Right.
herself. There was nothing she could have done to make that situation any better.
Yes.
You know,
And I just want to say hi to our fellow couch potato queen. Hi, Steven. Steven is working.
hi,
Um,
Queen.
but yes. Yeah, Angela, she's very messy. I will say that the fandom, leave her job alone, y'all. We signed up to watch these people for 24/7. Leave her alone. As ignorant as she is, I don't like to see people bullied to the point of like, mental, where it affects their mental health. Even though she did bring week one upon herself, she did. She did. I have no sympathy in that regard. But when you take it personal outside of the game, I think that's a stretch. And I'm glad CBS actually stepped in and protected her job. This is a game. And yes, we have ignorant people on the show, but that's what we asked for. We want to see people real authentic actions.
And in my
And
opinion, and this is coming from someone who's white, but if everyone I see on Twitter that's bitching about her and saying it's racist are white, you don't have a shoe in this fight. You do not have the right to call this racist. So why don't you
yeah.
sit down and take a look at your brown brothers and sisters or people of color brothers and sisters and see how they're reacting to it?
Yeah,
But no
it's
one
like,
deserves to
yeah.
have their lives ended because they went on a reality show for gain. Nobody.
Right. Unless they're an
Unless
asshole that deserves it. Like dude from last year. Like he deserves that. Like he's gutter butt
or
trash.
white Nazi nationalism girl. I won't
Right,
say her
right.
name, but
Yeah, that part. And then so Eddie James has a good, like, so is Brooklyn Black asking as a fellow. I believe she's mixed, right?
she's Latino if I'm not mistaken.
She's Latina. Yes. Okay. She's Latina. Even she's, pretty in. Yeah, Sophie Duffy. If you guys all follow me on Twitter, yeah, I'm full of politics. But yeah. But going back to like Joseph's comment, did it BB Twitter did it for Taylor Hell, Turner Company got bad reviews. Yeah, it's like leave people's jobs alone. It's kind of it's getting ridiculous. But going back to the game, yeah, Angela is the star these couple weeks. Like the whole edit is Angela. So part of me is like, do I'll ask you, Mackenzie. Do you think she overstayed? Are you ready for her to go? We've seen enough and we want to see more storylines.
I am so ready for her to go. I want to say, I called this a week ago. I said, coming in as the first HOH, she's going to overplay. She's going to get paranoid and start sobbing. I didn't call all the other bullshit, but that was just an added bonus. But in my opinion, this is taken away from all of the gameplay because
I
nobody
agree.
wants to have game conversations around her because they're scared it's going
Mm-hmm.
to blow up their game. And so
Yes.
I feel like with her gone, we're going to see a different house. We're going to see a different set of house guests, and we're going to be able to enjoy the game more because it's not
Ah,
all
yes.
Angela.
I agree 100%. I'm ready for like that next transition within the game. I think she gave wonderful TV for the first 2 weeks, but I'm ready to see the game now.
And this is a big if, but if she stays, the only way that she's getting evicted is if Lisa wins the AI or competition.
Right.
If
Who do you
Lisa
want?
wins, honestly, I want Lisa to win it because then it's Angela and Tucker. There's no situation where Tucker's going home. None.
Mm-hmm.
No
If
one's
they
going to
were
get rid of him.
smart, if they were smart, if they, I mean, they're smart,
But
but
they're
like if
not.
they were like real smart, if they were real smart, they would get rid of Tucker and keep Lisa and Angela as a shield. And I'm not talking about the core. I'm talking about like the Takors, the chemo, yeah, chemo and what's his name? Joseph. Like if they're smart, but I don't know because they're also working with Tucker too. So it's kind of like it's not going to happen, but they should definitely should keep those two in the house as shields for
I agree.
sure.
If I was there, I would keep Angela and Lisa because there's so many other people that hate them. So that's
Mm-hmm.
them before me. If I was on the block with either of those two, I'd be like, I'm good. You know.
Right.
But I also I agree with what Sophie Duffy said earlier. Tucker volunteering to go on the block is a stupid move. Never should you volunteer
Mm-hmm.
yourself to go on the block. But I think with these house guests, it's maybe going to buy him some collateral in the future.
Yeah.
Because if somebody else has a beef with somebody, can say, well, look, I went up on the block with Lisa. I wanted Lisa out. I was willing to
Right.
sacrifice
Right.
myself. So
Right.
I think it's going to buy him a little bit of leverage in the game and I think he's going to stay. I don't see any situation where he goes home unless they just wake
Yeah.
up tonight and go in the morning. They're like, you know what? But you know,
Speaking of Tucker, what do you think about like him or like Mackenzie telling him about the power?
well, look, if you keep telling everybody that you have it, then you're eventually going to get into a situation where, it's going to be flushed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have never told anybody to begin with. But if someone come and outright ask you and you lie about it, then that's going to put a bigger obstacle up to work with them in the future because they're going to be like, I asked you directly and you lied to me. So it's kind of
Yeah.
a hard thing to call, you know. Like if it was like a week or so, if it was a week ago, I'd have lied. But now that there's this far in,
Yeah.
and she's only got two
And
other times to use it because it has to be used at the veto
right.
comp.
So
So
I think we're going to get a power next week. Like like I think so. Speaking of, since we're talking about Tucker and then Joseph mentioned Mama Fee, we will be having Felicia Mama Fee on the show tomorrow. So we're gonna be talking to Felicia. I've been speaking to her. She's very excited. I'm very excited. Um, I can't wait to hear her input, especially when she posted in defense of like kind of Matt in a way. So I'm excited to hear her take. If you guys want to ask Mama Fee any questions, please after this video, first of all, like if you can, but ask your questions in the comments so we can like keep it moving, and also just join and you can ask your questions live and we'll pull them up, the good ones we'll pull up. But yeah,
and
she's so excited.
not to give away too much, but we're going to have some more guests in the coming weeks as well.
Yes, we will. Yes. Thank you for that. That beautiful eggshell, or what do you call it? Easter egg. You never know, Sophie, but no, we do have other Big Brother contestants in the next weeks. And we have a legend. We have a legend, an OG Big Brother player that will be joining us within the next couple of weeks as well. So just be excited for those
Easter egg.
those
Easter egg.
yeah. Yes. So yes, we're so excited. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. No, Joseph, we already had Diane, but she's great. We already had Rachel. We've never had this person. This person I don't think has done any podcasts. But they are a true OG to the game. So keep a lookout on that. But yeah, so going back to this, I want to say one thing about the live feeds and Angela really quickly. I mean, there's not much really to discuss. It's just this Angela show. Whoever cast her is like brilliant. Um, I have been trying so hard to get into the feeds. And I am not hearing every time I'm not hearing any gameplay, and every time that Angela's on the thing, they switch it up. That is why I want Angela to kind of go because I'm ready to see some fun feats. And so again, this goes to the fan base. I love a lot of you guys, but
Live feeds, you mean?
yeah, live feeds. Yeah, exactly. Yes, watching like fish tanks every 5 minutes. But yeah, this just goes to the fan base, and like whether my word gets out to or not, because a lot of them can't stand me, but I can care less. Just relax, enjoy the game. It's like stop taking everything so personal. It ruined the feeds for me this season. It's like Mackenzie, I cannot get
Yeah.
into them. Oh, it sucks.
Kind of the same here because every time you start watching something, it's either on the same people, all four cameras are on the same people from different angles, or
Yes.
it's like, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. And I want to
Yeah.
touch on let's see, who just said that? Oh, Joseph. Angela gave us that Lisa walk and I died. I
Oh,
died on the
what?
Lisa walk too,
Oh,
but,
yes.
but
Yes.
I do want to say there's a line in the sand. This side is bullying and this side is doing some iconic dick ass moves. She's trying to be an evil dick on this side, but she's not. She's towing the
Mm,
Karen and bullying line.
yeah.
Was it iconic? Yes. But it's towing that line. You know, I would rather see her coming in this and be unapologetic and be a fucking dick, like evil
Mm-hmm.
dick was, banging
Yeah.
pans,
Mm-hmm.
doing, if you're my target and I hated you that much, I would be following you around with a pan and banging it.
Yeah. I can actually see if Angela stays, I can actually see her doing some crazy shit like that in the future. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I gotta play it. Let's see. All right, so Lisa was walking past. Wait, is this it?
I think
Wait,
that's
is this
it.
the one? Oh.
Yep.
She's such a bitch. She
What would be
is
more
such a
iconic than that, though?
bitch.
What would be more iconic than
Look,
that, though?
somebody
It's
said
with
such a bitch.
she should have walked by with her glitter and be sprinkling glitter as she did that walk.
Oh my god! If she took her, oh, that would be so. Oh my god, that would be so ruthless. Like that. That would be an iconic move. I really do think Angela is going would if she stays. I do think she would give us some chaos like that.
Oh,
Um,
she's gonna give it, but it's just going to damper more gameplay, in my opinion.
yeah, I agree, and I honestly still want her to go. But yeah, I just was like, oh, this woman is just like a wreck. But yeah, so
Natalie. So Natalie said, "Can we talk about Kenny wanting to quit?" Girl,
yes,
there is nothing else that pisses me off more than watching Big Brother and watching somebody want to quit for no reason.
yes,
You know, and like Brooklyn said it the best. He is being disrespectful to production. He's being disrespectful
mm-hmm.
to fans. He's being disrespectful to millions of people that have tried out for the show and didn't get picked.
Yes,
Anyone, there's people that would pay Big Brother to let them be on this season, you know,
mm-hmm.
and he's wanting to just go home. I don't know if $750,000 is worth it. Bitch, $750,000
Yeah,
is worth it.
right,
Unless you are a military contractor or earning like the top 2% in this world, $750,000 is worth it.
right, exactly. I mean, honestly, I am so disappointed in this man. Like, I am just like, I had so many, like, such high hopes for him, and he is just an embarrassment. Yes, Dawn, we said that at the exact same time. He is an embarrassment to the game. Oh my god, it's like, and he has potential because he seems like a likable guy. You know, in the real world, I'm like, I would like talking to this man. What do you think is the reason that what's not clicking for him? Like, I,
So there's some people, in my opinion, in this world who are trying to think of the PC way to put this. They're reliant on their children or their significant others or their wives. I feel like he misses his wife, he misses his kids, he misses his friends. And instead of looking at this as an opportunity of I'm on TV, I'm able to do something that nobody else has done and make people so proud of me. He's
Mhm.
making his loneliness or his earn or whatever overpower being in this once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah,
You know,
agreed.
Kenny is like the V of this podcast. So,
Ooh. No, you didn't, Sophie. V did a great job with Drag Race. So they needed a little breather, but we have the lovely Mackenzie who is holding it down and doing a phenomenal job. Can everybody in the chat just give praises and just like
no,
so much
stop.
love to Mackenzie because we really appreciate you. Truly. Cannot
I love
wait
you,
to make
brother.
your potato. I cannot
I
wait to make your
know. I can't wait to
potato.
see my potato.
Yes, we love V, but Mackenzie, we definitely appreciate you holding it down for us. And then speaking of, we interviewed Matt. I don't know if you all watched our interview with Matt. I would love to hear some of your responses to the questions we asked Matt and his answers. Mackenzie, moving forward, you will be invited to the interviews since you're official couch potato queen. But as someone who watched it, did you have any like takeaways from his interview at all?
I just think it's very well. And let me preface this. Like going back to Julie's interview with him, there's so many people that were like roasting him for it and calling him out about it. I found his interviews refreshing because
Mm-hmm.
he did not come out. He did not trash anybody. He did not try to tarnish anybody. He came out
Mm-hmm.
genuinely excited for the opportunity, recognizing how wonderful it was, and recognizing it as a game.
Mm-hmm.
There are not many people that play this and come out and look at it as a game. There's so many people that come out with bad energy or they're pissed off because, somebody beat them out and they like make it personal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Agreed.
Rachel on the Traders. She's like, this is a game. It's a game. You know,
Mm-hmm.
same energy. And I like that he's giving this forgiveness message because he could have not forgiven Angela and he could have held this
Mm-hmm.
grudge and he probably would get a lot more press on the outside and get more of his 5 seconds of fame, so to speak, if he did that. But instead, he's
Mm-hmm.
like, no,
Right.
classy.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, he was so wait, what it
Sophie Duffy,
uh-oh.
I can't wait till you queens interview Angela after tomorrow.
Oh my god. That okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm nervous for that because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how my energy is gonna be. Like, I'm like, maybe this might be the one. No, I'm definitely showing up to that one. I'm like, I don't know how blunt I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be very respectful because I'm a professional, but like
Yes.
I don't know how my energy is gonna be with her, like what questions we're gonna ask, and like but I will say that Matt was very authentic. Even before we started asking questions, he just seemed like just genuine. Um, do I think it's for show? I mean, of course you got to play up a little bit, but like I really felt like he complimented us, he complimented Josh, and it just seemed so real. And like he's a really good dude. Like he's really nice. And hopefully in the future I get to meet him as well at one of these Big Brother parties. But he was a nice guy, and I really enjoyed his interview. Respectful to all the other podcasters as well. So shout out to Matt.
Like Angela, I'm the same way. I don't know what I would ask her at this moment. Lisa, I already know what I would ask her. But Angela is just kind of one of those like, you only get one question and you want to make it count. So it's like, it's just kind of like time to sit there and like process that information,
Yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, do you think going into a game, if you could go back and change it, you know, from the aspect of this is a social game where you're supposed to be making connections, do you think it's smart to sit there and tell someone you don't want to work with them on the inside or the outside? Why would
Yeah.
you not sit there and do like Prince Houses have done and at night do their little talk show and where they're talking to America, be like, I will never work with her outside of this house. I will never do this, but not just. There's no situation where I would put a roadblock up in the house where I'm like, I'll never work with you.
Right. Because you never know what tides might turn. It's like that was very, very, very reckless. Yeah, so I mean, who knows which ones we're gonna interview. So we will see. You know what I will say? Like, so Angela's the target, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. But also people were saying they should keep her because she can't. Oh, Angela can't win a comp. I think Chelsea said that. I think that needs to be debunked. Big Brother has shout out to Big Brother, CBS Big Brother, for making these challenges. So even today's challenge was so gender neutral,
Yep.
like, strength neutral, if you will. So they've been doing a great job with that. So to to say, oh, this person won't win, especially when they already won the first head of household, that should be out the window moving forward from what I've seen. So shout out to
Yeah.
CBS Big Brother for that. That it's been great watching these competitions.
Because we know if it's a competition where they have to run from point A to point B and it's an endurance comp, athletes or jocks are going to usually win those because they have that
Right.
endurance.
Yeah.
If it's something where you
And
have to hang on to something, somebody smaller is usually going to win it because they're skinny. They're
and you
skinny
know
on.
what? And you know what? I don't think any jocks have won a competition. Like none of the jockey men. Like it's been all women and the old guy. Right? I like has any other wow. Okay, good job,
This is also the first
competition
time that we've
department.
had 3 men on the block in the first week and a man went
Right.
home. You know,
Yeah. Oh wow. Sophie said, did you hear about the rule about the have nots? Have you heard about
what
the rule with
role?
the have nots? I'm
No.
not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Quinn wanted. Yeah, but Quinn is also someone that is like he's a little guy. You wouldn't like he's a little nerdy, like cutesy little guy. So he's not a jock. So wow, this is kind of refreshing.
Oh, so something
Definitely.
new that we're going to be doing for the chat is, and we might do a poll tonight or something, but we're going to start trying to do like on Thursdays, a Couch Potato Queens MVP of the week, a maybe like floater of the week, and then we want to vote on somebody who should be going home this week.
Mm-hmm.
So each week we're going to kind of try to do a little thing where y'all can vote on Twitter, stuff like that. And then we'll have, this is our MVP of the week and just see who we get, because
Yeah,
it's not up to us. It's up to y'all watching. So we want to see what everybody thinks about that.
definitely. I kind of want to get into
You
no, we
can't
actually.
do a have not 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, I like that. I like
I do
that.
too.
I like that. I think. Thank you, Joseph. I like that. I think that's great. That's perfect. I like that a lot. So okay. So
It's
now
not
we're talking
healthy for
about camp.
either. I mean, let's just be honest. It's not
No.
healthy to do that for 2 weeks either.
Yeah. Look at my baby in the background. There's a Pookie Bear.
And have
Hi,
not rules
baby.
because of Corey from last season.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Oh, wow.
Cam
Okay.
Floater.
I kind of want to I want to talk about these alliances really quickly, and I will need your help, Mackenzie, and the chat's help because
Really quickly, I want to say
I
from what Natalie just said, I would agree Cam is a floater, but I would also argue that oh God, I have to look her name. I've done forgot her name. That's just how
Leah
unmemorable. No,
Leah
not Leah. No.
uh,
Rabina.
oh
Rahu?
yeah.
Who?
Yeah, Rahu. Yeah,
Cam. I at least know Cam. Cam's the hot, sexy man. Rabina is just like,
yeah. Yeah, speaking of, because I want to go into MJ and Leah as well. But yeah, like Cam and Rabina, or just mainly Rabina, I'm like, I don't know if I don't know what game she's playing. Again, this is exactly why I'm like, okay, I'm kind of excited for Angela to go. So I'm like, I want to know where's people's heads. Like,
I think she's just playing the game. Let's get Tucker Dick.
oh, so she's on it.
I mean, I think he wants that. I don't know that she necessarily wants to give it back because it's just Leah wants Tucker Dick.
Yeah, but didn't somebody? I heard on one of the things that they said that Tucker had a type and Leah wasn't. No, who wasn't? Leah wasn't the type,
Leah
or
is not his type. Leah wants
okay,
Tucker, but Tucker doesn't want Leah. Leah wants Rabina or Chelsea or Takor.
okay, yeah. But Takor has a man, so that's not happening.
Nope.
So yeah, but yeah, let's talk about this. So like, okay, I have this alliance thing, and I just want to just like chit chat about it because I honestly, as I don't want to be a casual like watcher. I really don't. I really don't. But Lafittes, they give me no choice. Like I feel like a casual. Like I'm so confused and I don't want to be. So I need y'all to help me out. If I pull up an alliance, can the chat just say real or fake? And then
Yep.
I understand they want us to watch the show, and that's why we're watching, but then stop advertising live feeds. Like I just want to know who's with who, please. So I'm gonna put up the alliance, and if it's fake, just say fake. If it's real, tell me it's real, and we can just discuss them. Just to help me out, please. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna share my screen.
Miranda says, I
I'm
got you, Frank.
All right. Thanks, my love. All right. So we're gonna start with the core.
Real.
I like this alliance. I because I just like the way they're playing the game. To be honest,
Yep.
um, I just want to know if it's real. Like, they're still good.
Yeah. And what I
Okay.
love about this alliance is that if you had asked me the beginning of it, like week one, I would have not, I would have been like, one or two of these are probably going to be pre jury. I don't see any of these three going pre jury. Like I
Okay. I
see
don't.
long term end game for all three of these.
You think so? I don't. I think that Angela thing kind of screwed it up because those three are together a lot. Okay, so Joseph keeps saying it's fake. So Chelsea said she's done. I haven't seen that. She said she was done, but I so she's having doubts towards Cam. I did see that actually. I saw that they were having a conversation because of Leah, right? And then and then Cam said he had to back off from Leah a little bit because it was giving too much showmance. I did see that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
I
it's a
still
little
think it's real.
distrust or if it's done.
I honestly think though that they're going to look at it and be like, look, do I she may not trust him, but is he someone, is he a number that can get her further for a few weeks? Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's
All
my
right.
take on it.
Okay. So from what we gathered, this alliance
But
is real, but Chelsea
yeah,
is kind of wavering a little bit.
yeah. The
Okay.
interesting thing though is the next big alliance with these three in it.
Okay. So let's go to that one. The Pentagon.
I find it funny because, on Big Brother, we have Quinn and Brooklyn sitting there saying, we're number 4 and 5 in this alliance. Because I don't really think they're 4 and 5. I think they're 3 and 4. I think Cam is probably 5.
Really?
Yeah.
So my thing is like, okay, when you get into a big not a big alliance, but when you get into like an alliance of 5 people, um, especially so early, I don't think that you should always be so worried about being on the bottom because if Brooklyn and Quinn, they're smart people, very, very smart players, and I have to give that to them. Um, they will know there will be a crack between Cam, Cedric, and Chelsea where one of those three is vowing for their loyalty. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm nervous for Quinn because he's in a lot of alliances, but he has a big mouth, and so he should have kept this to himself, because then he could have had intel on each side of the house, if you will. So I do think Quinn is kind of messing up because this could have been a successful alliance, and he would have been covered on all sides.
Here's about to be the problem with this alliance. The problem with this alliance is about to be if Angela goes, or hell, even if Angela stays, he's going to get outed this next week, in my opinion, for his power.
Mm-hmm.
Angela's either going to go and she's going to tell somebody, and then it's going to go like wildfire through the house, or Angela's going to stay, and because of this whole, you know, hammock situation,
Right.
Angela is going to blow up his game.
Yes. I agree. And like Quinn made the ultimate mistake. And I'm like kind of disappointed because like Quinn, you're a super fan. You should know never tell your power, especially to the first HOH, like or a basket case like that.
What I would love,
oof.
praying to the Big Brother gods, please let Angela stay and win HOH, and then have her HOH taken over by the deep fake HOH.
Right.
Please, baby, just please.
Right. Yeah. I want chaos, period, with those powers. Like I want chaos this next week and the fourth week.
Could you imagine Angela's meltdown if she was the HOH?
Oh my God. And knowing it's Quinn, it would just be a crazy, crazy mess. I do foresee you. I know you said that you don't see, or someone said they don't see Cam, Cedric, or Chelsea going before pre-jury or going pre-jury. I feel like Quinn is the one that's going to take that shot. I think Quinn is not going to waste his HOH power on a Kenny, on a Lisa, on a Rabina, on a Brooklyn. If he's going to take that shot, I guarantee Quinn is taking that shot at them three. I
also want to point out really quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first. I know they try to have one with the big, the one that Angela blew up last week. But this is the first time in Big Brother recent history that I can think of that we don't have a massive, major alliance dominating the house.
Yeah.
There's no huge, solid core dominating it.
Yeah, it's very, very, very confusing to me. And like speaking of, okay, then we have this alliance I know is real. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. This one is like I know it's real. But going back to your point, Mackenzie, I like that. I like that because it's like you never know. It can just be it could be anybody can go up. I'm ready for that line to be drawn in the sand in way. And if that line is drawn in the sand between three different alliances, I think that's something Big Brother rarely sees. I think that's possible. But I agree. Like, this is the first time that's not like, okay, they're obviously together.
There's also another alliance that's being worked on with Takor, Rabina, Chemo, Quinn, Tucker, and Joseph.
Oh wow. Okay, because I was wondering about Joseph. Like, where does he stand?
I feel like Joseph is going to be. I feel like, well, he said it the best in the episode. He doesn't talk game because of Angela, because it's just too, But I don't know. Joseph is Joseph is probably a good floater. Him and Rabina, in my opinion, are the best floaters. I don't really see any. No one talks about them. Big Brother's not even talking about them.
Yeah, at all. Did they have any like confessionals? Yeah, I don't even think they had any confessional. I know Rabina didn't have a confessional on Sunday, but but Miranda, I will say Takor is playing. Even Matt gave Takor her flowers. She's playing a great game. She's playing the game she said she was gonna play going in.
She is playing a very social game. Like,
yes,
I would say her game is the strongest socially out of anybody else right now, because her name is not on anybody. Her in Brooklyn. Brooklyn has surprised me. Brooklyn is playing everyone's looking at Brooklyn as the mama figure.
Yeah.
She's playing the role I thought Angela would play originally.
Yeah. She's scary. Like, that's someone you need to like really watch out for. And I cannot wait till she's. I feel like Brooklyn is going to give us that Tiffany feel, that Danielle Reyes feel, that feel of like, oh, she woke up and she is here to play, and I cannot wait for that. Oh, I can't wait for that. But I will say Takora's doing a great job, and that's a testament to like people were saying at the beginning, she's not doing anything. She's too silent. That's how you should play the first week of Big Brother. Shut your mouth, observe, and see who's with who, and then make your move and be that silent killer. So, hats off to Koa. Um, then we have the Andersons. I have no idea what's going on with this one.
Same.
Y'all need to help me with this one for real. Josh wanted his all male alliance, and then this is it.
Everybody's
the
saying
all
fake.
male alliance.
Everybody's
Okay,
saying fake.
Yep. Okay. All right. So this one is fake. Okay. Okay. So like it sounds like the people, and I want to get your opinion too, Mackenzie. It sounds like Chemo, Takor, and Brooklyn are in the best position in the house.
I would say Chemo. Well, I wouldn't say Chemo as much because he's been on the block. Okay. But I would say Takor, Brooklyn, and I'm going to say Cedric.
Okay.
Because people like Cedric.
Yes. Speaking of Cedric, let me close out of this one real quick. We're gonna go into some couch potato queens after dark, but I'm not gonna show that on the screenshot. So I might be late to the party, but apparently Cedric has some NSFW pictures out there. We're gonna sway away from the game.
Yummy.
Woo! And I feel real bad talking about this because that man, that boy is only 21 years old, but he's legal. But that is a dope, fine looking young man. Like, and the pictures I saw that I was able to see was.
He's God.
Yeah, I'm
when
like
Jesus made him, Jesus was smoking on something because he's like, look, this little boy.
Took his time with that one. So like, I don't know if you guys have seen him, but
for anybody that doesn't know, his nudes were leaked from Snapchat. He is a hoe, and I say that with all due respect because I'm a hoe.
Same. So no shade here. But yeah,
but he like one of them kinky, nasty hoes. And I say nasty with respect, like.
Yeah. So yeah, once I can actually view some of those videos, me and my we're gonna have a good night. Just kidding. But yeah, so yeah, Cedric stuff is out there, and hopefully we get to
and
be perverts. Tucker's
got some good stuff out there too.
Yeah, you're I saw those too, and I was just like, at first I was like, oh, Tucker's, but when I saw those pictures, I was like, that's that. It was sexy. It was sexy.
If anybody would like to watch any of these things, you can go to a site called LPSG, Google it, find it, and just look for Big Brother.
Okay.
You're welcome.
But yeah. So I had a very, 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 very busy day, and I am looking forward to our interview with Felicia tomorrow. So I want to make sure I'm well rested. Mackenzie, is there anything else, or anybody in the chat, anything else you want to tackle before we head out?
I want to say, I think Janelle said it best on Twitter. Quinn is a mean-spirited weirdo. Angela is batshit crazy. I'll give her that. She should have never said what she said, and I'm so glad she apologized for Decor. Quinn laughing in the diary room, ick. Not a fan. I hope his game is over soon.
Oh, she said that about Quinn?
Yep.
Oh, so why? I mean, Quinn is playing a kind of messy game. I'm not gonna lie. He's playing messy, but like, what is she?
I think the fact that he's sitting in the diary room laughing about the fallout that happened with Decor and with Angela is very gross, in my opinion. Like, I agree with that. He should not have sat there and laughed that he created all of this chaos and made these people feel this way. That's just not.
Yeah. That is pretty cruel, especially when it's race related, and we know how this fandom is, and we know how cancel culture is. So I can see that. I can see that, and even like with Matt, I will say Angela does not deserve to receive any of the bullying in terms of like reaching out to her job and whatnot. Like that's just uncalled for, and so yeah.
What do we think about? I mean, let's just entertain the idea for a second. Rachel has said something about it. A couple of other people about Angela being a CBS plant. And then CBS going as far as they did to protect her job, you know, when they've not really done that for other house guests before. Like,
I think after the last couple of years, I think they felt that they needed to do something like that because of this fan base. I think they would do that with any other house guest this season. But as far as her being a plant, I don't think she was a plant that was coursed or coached, but I do think she's great casting. And so they're just like, oh, we have to have her. It's great casting, which it is. But I don't know if she's a plant. I don't know. So, okay, so CBS didn't protect her job, but boss said back off. Okay.
Miranda, Chemo did tell Tucker because Quinn told Chemo about his power. So at this point, Quinn's power is basically out there.
Yeah, what is he going to do now with all those alliances?
And he's everywhere. So I feel like he's about to get called out. Because people that are in that many different alliances eventually get called out. And it's also going to be interesting what he does with his power. Excuse me, all.
Bless the Lord.
What he does with his power, because, you know, who does he put up? And how much does that piss other people off?
Because they know. You know, they're going to know.
If it even gets used.
Now, that's the thing. I know. That's why, you know, Big Brother should have had that rule. Didn't they have a rule before? If you, like, there was a power and you couldn't tell anybody, you would get penalized if you told anybody?
I think that used to be an old school Big Brother. And that also used to be the case for HOHs. You could not tell who you were about to put up. That was in the rule book, I think, at one point.
I think it should stick. I really think it should stick. Like, because now I can see Quinn. Yeah, I can see him being too afraid to use that power if everybody knows.
I don't see him ever making that a rule, though, because they like the chaos and the drama that it stirs up with people telling, you know, that they have it.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope he gets to use it. But yeah, I can see him.
Wasn't there a power last year that didn't get used?
There's been a bunch of failed powers on Big Brother, like a bunch. But I don't know, for these specific powers, I think they should have just been able to keep them secret because they're so powerful. Especially the HOH one that Quinn has. Like, that should have been like, you can't tell anybody. Like, oh my God.
See, like, if I had that power, I would have sat so pretty. I would not have made any big moves. I would not have gotten myself involved in any drama. I would have just focused 100%, because that's like, for 4 episodes, you can use it. That is a 4-week pass to improving your social game.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
all
not
we
be
had
worried.
to do was sit back, be nice, build these alliances, get to know people genuinely, and then if he does get put up or anything happens, pull out that HOH out of his back pocket. You know, and then change the game up. But all he had to do was sit there and be pretty.
Right.
Just like Angela with having the first HOH. The problem with these house guests, I think on the Secret Alliance podcast, Rachel Riley said it the best. You need to get that first HOH and go in there and forget that you have any power. Just sit there and take all the information everybody's given you. Mm-hmm. Put up who everybody in the house wants to go up, because then there's no blood on your hands. And then don't make any other ways. Just sit there
and just shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Let the house decide. That's it. Yeah, like, I will say after this, do you think they would do like another round? So like another 4 weeks? Because what are they going
Of
to replace it with? You know, of this twist. You know, so it's
yeah.
like, yeah, powers are all. Joseph, you know you,
Oh,
you
oh,
know I had to. Oh my God! First of all, that's a whole nother pod, child. I'm up here. I posted one thing, and my Twitter just went off with the bots and the trolls and the nagas, and I'm just like, I am not
look
about to go
down
there
2
with y'all.
comments.
Oh
Mackenzie's
my
power is
God.
like that guy that failed at the shooting Trump.
Ooh, I am not going there. Ooh, lordy, 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 lordy. Um, woo. Damn. Y'all on one, and y'all know I'm loving y'all comments, but I'm not gonna say anything because I'm being watched. But like honestly, oh God, I want to talk about that freaking Trump thing so bad, but this is Big Brother. Oh, that was such like treacherous. It was wonderful for us.
Rigor
But
Morris.
it was so wonderful. It like, oh my God. He lost our vote. He's wrapped. Kamala Harris. Yes, say it to my face. Kamala Harris. Yes, but that I'll save that for another pod, maybe with some.
I'm gonna say one political thing. The best thing
Yes,
I've
yes.
said so far is when Kamala Harris went and trolled Donald Trump the other day and took his rally where he says, you know, they're saying that I'm a convicted felon and she's a federal prosecutor that puts people like me away. And then it comes to her saying, my name is Kamala Harris and I approve this message.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And then walking like the talk, like, yo, she is slaying. Oh, you went to mute, babe. She is your microphone went to mute. Mute, Mackenzie. Yo, okay, there we go. Yeah, no, this is gonna be so exciting to just watch her like say Biden couldn't do it, but Kamala, I dare you. Oh my God, Trump, I dare you. She is coming for that ass. I can't wait. Yeah,
You want to
politics
talk
right
about
now.
me? You want to talk about me? You know what then? You can't say it to my face.
Right, yes. Politics right now is my big brother, so I'm doing both. But oh, bless your heart, Miranda.
And Miranda, as
Um,
a transgendered woman who can't have children, Kamala for the win.
yes, bless both of y'all hearts. And as a black man who hates racist Republicans, I want her to win. So, like, with our powers combined, you never know.
And can we talk about how, you know, the Republican National Convention was held in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and they broke Grinder?
Yes, yes. I mean, it's like, of course, it's just projecting completely. We all know most of them motherfuckers get down. We know most of them are in the closet. Like if that didn't tell you, I don't know what else to say, trolls.
Look. I used to be a deputy press secretary in the United States Senate.
Oh,
That was
you
my first
did?
job out of college.
Oh,
Do you know
wow.
how much? And I work for a Republican. I've seen the light. I've changed sides. But do you know how much DICK I got?
Woo! You know I need to go get my vape. Oh my God, I could talk about this all day. Like honestly, I am trying to be so PC right now, but
But if you don't, go register to vote and vote in the
yes,
election. Regardless of who
yes.
you vote for, but you should vote blue if you're smart. But regardless of who you vote for, vote because we need you to vote.
There were no tops. No, so now I'm curious. You know what, child? This is definitely this is definitely Couch Potato Queens After Dark. But yes, so politics, I can go there all night, but I'm stopping myself. I am so glad that we're all on the same page. And let's just enjoy
Who do
this
you,
ride.
as of right now, who do you see being in the final 3 for Big Brother? If it was like going to be this week, and you had to pick 3 people this week, who do you think's playing the best game so far?
I will put Takor, Brooklyn, and Chemo. I will put those 3.
I'm going to go Takor, Brooklyn, and Cedric.
Cedric, wow. See, my thing with Cedric, I like him. I think he's, obviously we're attracted to the man, but like I feel like he's going to have a week where he's going to get too excited and he's going to overplay. That's my only fear. But I do want him to go far. Even like I wish I picked him instead of freaking Kenny on my draft.
Sophie, I agree. Takora, Chelsea, or what? No, it's Miranda. Chelsea, Takora, and Brooklyn. I would love to see 3 women and 3 women of color make it to the finale of Big Brother.
Yeah.
Never happened.
That has never happened. But you know what? It's so funny because Josh was like, and we all agreed, you know, the men are so strong, like a man's going to win. But no, these women this season are on a whole other level. They really are.
Somebody asked the question earlier if there's any possibility of Tucker going home. I don't think so. But if I was in this house, I would be like, we got a man out week 1, a strong man. Get another strong man out week 2. You just opened the game up for a woman to go to the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my opinion.
Can I agreed? Can I ask a question? Who is Leah and MJ's target? Like, who are they targeting?
Angela.
I mean, outside of Angela, like, do they have like a?
I don't even think they thought that far ahead. Honestly,
yeah. Which is really
Chat,
bad.
correct me if I'm wrong, but like, all I hear them talk about is, you know, oh, Joseph.
Oh, they want to target Joseph.
I'm down with that.
How is their relationship with Kenny?
Don't know.
Yeah, I y'all gonna hate me for this. I want Kenny to win head of household. I want to see a flip. I want to see some chaos. I don't want to see a Angela or a Mackenzie, Leah, or like even Joseph situation or a Lisa situation. I want to see Kenny win head of household. And that means I like his gameplay? No. But I want to see a Kenny head of household, and I want to see.
I think a Kenny HOH though would help him. I think that would help his game because he would get a letter, photos, things that he needs to lessen his homesickness. I think that would help him and improve it.
Yeah, agreed. But like for just the game's sake, I'm like I just want to see, because I want to see some feeds where I want to see what they talking about. I know, yeah, Sophie. I know I said that last week, but look what happened. Like, we predicted this, did we not? We said if Kenny or Angelisa don't win, it's going to be Kenny, Angela, and Lisa on the block. And look who's on the block. Very predictable. So, yep. And then if Kenny doesn't win, it's obviously going to be, again, Angela, Lisa, Kenny. Or you know, obviously one of them are going to go. But, like, it's going to be very redundant. I don't want to see a redundant preseason. Like,
and look, all these people hating on Leah because she's flirting with all the guys, and good for her. She's got a strategy. It's more than Angela's got for blowing everything up and whining and crying and bitching and being a fucking Karen. I'd rather see somebody flirt their way to the end.
And she flirting with some dope ass niggas. I mean, dope ass people. Dope ass.
Look,
I'm sorry.
Anybody else. If you were in the house with these men and you've not had sex at this point in 3 weeks,
or masturbating,
would you not be wanting to flirt and cuddle up? Bitch, I would. And I'd be like, I don't care if it's on national TV. I want dick. Fuck me.
Yeah. I do think it can backfire. I do, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do, and it don't hurt that all the men she flirting with look good.
Right?
There
ain't no doubt that. The only problem is she's throwing herself at a man that doesn't want anything to do with her.
Yeah, and
Tucker is not gonna give it to you, in or out of the house.
Yeah, and I agree with that, Miranda. She's kind of overbearing, but you know, it's kind of weird. Somebody mentioned that earlier. She's not even getting that much airtime. It's kind of weird, but I'm like, maybe they think that she's just has longevity.
There's no room for airtime. Once you could cover Angela and then all the people that Angela pulled bullshit with, you've got an episode.
Yeah, Yeah, you have to show the episode, especially if this is the only bit of Angela that you can possibly get because she's gonna probably be gone. You gotta milk that shit. So I mean, I see it.
I want to know
Um,
why they've not shown the Angela and Lisa fight yet.
yes. Why are they like cock blocking that from us? Like that's the main one I want to see. They had so much good TV. I feel. You know what? I think they're gonna put that on one of them like recap episodes. You
Or they
know.
might do it on Thursday night's episode. Or tomorrow night's episode. If I like,
Oh,
the drama
yeah.
continues.
Right, because they're gonna have to show that walk, and they're probably gonna be like, so Angela's probably gonna have a confessional. You know, me and Lisa's been going at it since week one, and then it's gonna say week one, and probably show it. Please, Big Brother, do that. Please, please, because
Angela called her
like,
Tinkerbell, and they don't want to deal with the mouse.
what? Oh, please, they could cut that out. But no, I hope we get that because honestly, I don't see what they can like put in the episodes from these feeds the past couple of days, child.
I'm just saying, if I ever get in that house, ever, and some bitch walks up to me and starts to sprinkle anything on my food, bitch, you gonna get cut. I don't care who you are. You do not touch a big girl's food. Period.
Right, you don't touch people's food. Period. Like hell no. Like she would have definitely been dealt with. No shade.
I just love
but
that.
yeah,
Tucker's got this one-sided beef with Lisa because it is one-sided,
right.
and it's just Angela's got the beef with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's some good tension and some good drama. That's why I'm like, this season is going to be one for the books. I just wish the feeds matched what we know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not buying what you're feeding me, so I'm not hungry.
Like, come on. Somebody said it's sexual tension. Oh Lord. Child, it's probably all types of tension up in that bitch. Sexual, emotional, like all of the above. But yeah, so like, do we have anything else we want to cover? You guys have make sure you put in the chat after the episode, please, 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 any questions that you would like us to ask Felicia. Joseph, we kind of touched your question. You asked a question about Matt, and we kind of did the best we can to kind of trickle that question in. So we're looking at the comments for questions and stuff like that. So if you have any questions you want to ask Miss Felicia Mama Fee, put in the comments after this. But yeah, so great episode. I had so much fun with you, Mackenzie. I am so excited for this summer. And so now I have if Josh and Steven can't come through, I'm sure we will hold it down, have a good time.
Always.
Next time I might have me a nice glass of wine, a couple shots, hold it down. Turn up a little bit.
Oh, tomorrow night with Felicia, I'm gonna be drinking for sure because that's gonna be like.
Baby, I might give me some tequila. I might have that type of night.
If I do tequila, my clothes are coming off, and then we're going to get censored. So we can't.
Oh Lord, we don't care. We good. That's one episode. No, I told Mama Fee. I said if you got some wine or something, had that handy. So we're gonna have a good time. But
Jason said that we lost rewind because of the Olympics. I don't think it's because of the Olympics that we lost that. No. I think they don't want people to be able to go. I think they thought they were being smart and going to eliminate a lot of the BS from last season, well, the previous seasons with the fandom. I think that's when they took rewind away.
It's 100% the fandom. Look what BB Can did when they got canceled. So I know Big Brother was not going to just take that leap, but yeah, it's 100% the fans. 100% the fans have nobody to blame but themselves. Not everybody.
Wish Big Brother would take a book out of BBK UK book and go more that direction with some of their stuff.
Fuck y'all fans. This is the show. This is reality. People are not going to always agree. Some people will say the R word because that's how they grew up. Just deal with it. You handle them after. But that, I 100% agree, Mackenzie.
And I don't agree with anything Angela says or does, period. But as a fandom, we have to if we want to have genuine gameplay in these houses and in these games, then we have to be allowed. They're different parts of the country. Just because I'm
Yes,
from this area, you're from here, doesn't mean that's how everybody else lives and is raised. You know,
exactly.
so unless someone is just outright using words that are not like, I will never, as a white woman, be able to use the N word ever.
Hmm.
No
Right.
situation, no circumstance, period. Or be racist. But outside of racism, there are people who
Yeah.
don't like gay people. There are people who don't like trans people. If I went in that house being trans, I'm going to expect there to be people that don't agree with that. And that's okay.
Right. And keep those people in the house because at least we can see them. We can see how they act. They like we can have people to root against. We can have people. We can see them. Like they should have kept dude in last year. He said the N word. Okay, it was like more white people was mad about it than us. Okay, he ignorant. We'll handle him after the show. Keep him in the show so we can see him for what he is, and so we can
But
be
we
prepared for
also
people like
don't
him.
know his circumstances at home. He can have a
Right.
bunch of friends who are people of color who let him use that word around them, or it might be, and it might have just been he was comfortable and just didn't think.
Right. You're right.
But there should be a warning system. There should be like, look, you know,
Be careful of this and especially with Jared with the R word. It's like I live in New York. I was walking down the street. The motherfuckers say that like they say it all the time. Girl, you so I'm like, and it's like I'm not trying to be an ableist to mentally challenge people, but if someone was to I don't say it, but if someone was to correct me and I listen and be like, okay, I'll chill with that. But the way that they carry it, like, yo, people are not, they don't grow up in your neck of the woods. Like people grow up differently. Like
but
I hear
also
that word all the time.
think about this. Are you going to get someone to identify a problem that they're something that they're doing as a problem? You clock them for that, educate them, and then give them the grace to move on and improve
And
themselves.
that's it.
If we
That's it.
cancel somebody immediately for something, that's giving them no incentive to learn from their mistakes or no
Mhm.
reason to try to continue to be better because they're canceled. So what does it matter if they change their views or
Right.
not?
I say keep them in the house. It's reality. We this Big Brother is a reality show. And in reality, there are people that are not like you and they will use words that offend you. It's life. We have a freaking ex-president who says worse things. Like it's reality. You can't get more reality than politics. That's what the world we live in. It's reality.
And as much as I don't like Angela, Angela's children, I love you. Thank you so much for making fun of the situation on Twitter and TikTok. You girls are hilarious. If you've not seen it, they posted a video acting out the scenes with their mom where one she's being the Karen and the other they're like, it's hilarious to watch. So
Mm,
I love that they have a sense of humor. But that's why I try to watch what I say about some of these people because they are people. And when they get out, they're
mhm.
going to see what we all had to say about them. But
Right.
your gameplay sucks. You know, you need to, and that's just anybody going to this game. We don't know because we're not in the situation.
Hmm. Right. And then yeah, Joseph. Yeah, like honestly, it could get uncomfortable. And as you being an autistic individual, thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah, things can get uncomfortable. But that's the world we live in. It's like people are going to just say things that you don't agree with, and it's just like they will be handled, and how they act after they handled is up to them to decide to make that change or not. But I'm like, I don't think they should be kicked out of a game or crucified to that degree if they didn't have malice behind it. Like if you're an autistic person and I was to say the R word to you knowing you're an autistic person, that's a difference from me just calling my homegirl, girl, you are so like, or you're so dumb. So there's a difference when it comes to certain terminology that I think this fandom don't grasp or understand, and they're too sensitive about.
And here's the thing, in my opinion, because I had a gay white man try to cancel me one time because I used the T word, TRANNY, and I am one.
mm, mm,
I own that word. I find that word endearing. I use that word with my friends. you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody calls me that to my face, if they're a friend, they get by with it. If I don't, I'm going to educate them. But
Oh,
that's all you
good.
can do, you know. So
Yeah, that's
just work with
different.
thought
Yeah,
before we go and start trying to cancel people and blow people's lives up because of a game. It's a game.
that is very uncomfortable. So I agree. Yeah, that's kind of pushing it. That's pushing it. That's pushing it. Because that's just not in like normal rhetoric. Like that's just broadcasting ableism. So there's different layers to certain things. I don't know how we got here, but I'm glad we had this conversation. But like I think conversations like
I
this are
think we
very
have to. As long as we got someone like Angela in the house that's pushing these boundaries, then yeah. How else are we supposed to know what kind of chasers these Oh, honey. I could pull my phone up right now and get on Grinder and let it sit here for 5 minutes, and we go back, and there'll be 100 conversations in there.
Damn.
Boop,
See,
boop, 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 boop.
my grinder is trash on Williamsburg. I'm like, I use Jack. Jack is like more the black and the Latina because these white boys over here, they don't pay me no mind on Grinder. So I'm like, okay, fine.
One day, just create one and put that you're trans and just put a picture of boobies on there and see how many
Oh
messages you get in
wow.
there.
Damn, it's like that. Oh wow. I know that. Oh my god. And you in Alabama, right?
Yep.
So you with the quiet ones that want a
Oh, they're
little
not
peek.
quiet.
Oh, really? Okay.
I wish they'd be
Heard.
quiet.
Oh, heard. Oh my god, I tonight was fucking dope. I love it.
Go to our Twitter. We're going to post a
Yes,
poll about who's the MVP of the week, all that other stuff. Let us know your
yes,
thoughts. We're going to go over it with Miss Felicia tomorrow night.
yes, and also I'll talk about that later with Felicia tomorrow. But I'm excited. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, boy, Miss
She's so
Felicia,
great.
what you got in your pocket right now, girl? You got anything in your pocket?
Yo, I am so excited for like the antics. Oh, I just can't wait. Like she is just wonderful. But yeah, if you guys want to follow our Twitter account, we're gonna be a little bit more active this season on it. Go to Couch Potato Queens with a Q, that's QWNC, or go to our Instagram, Couch Potato Queens, and make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Please comment because I really want to like organize. I'm like OCD. I'm very organized. I want to organize some like questions for Felicia, and I want your questions to be a part of it because we might not be that active in the chat, to be honest, because we want to give her our full undivided attention and show a little respect to her, Miss Mama Fee, for taking the time to speak with us. Um, but yeah, follow us and Mackenzie. Wait, where yours at? Wait, we gotta make you one. Wait, do you have one?
Yeah, I'm typing it in to you in our chat here.
Okay. All right. All right. So let me make a quick banner. This gonna be real like
So
this gonna be
on
real
Instagram
ghetto
or
for
Facebook,
now.
you can find me at Kenzie, KenziJo205, or on Twitter, Kenzie, KenZI _ reality.
All right. So
And
it's
if you
ghetto.
guys want
I'll
us to
fix
talk
it.
about anything, like if you're watching the feeds and you're
Oh,
like,
there you
I
are.
wish the Couch Potato Queens would talk about this, send us a message and let us know, and we'll certainly talk about it.
Definitely. I'll make it cuter for you. But yeah, that's follow my girl Mackenzie. Also you guys can follow me on Instagram at I'm Frank Williams. I posted my pictures from the party, so
They were
and our
great.
videos.
They were
Yeah,
great.
so and I've been talking to like a lot of them and so like it's been a great process with the from that event, if you will, the Oz's event. But yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at I'm Frank Williams, and on Twitter, I mainly talk politics on Twitter, so I don't want to go there. But my Twitter is I'm Frank W. So thank you all for joining us. We're gonna be here tomorrow with Felicia. Yeah, Mackenzie had such a good time with you.
I did too.
It was great. So I love you all. Thanks for holding us down, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye.